Alright, I am live. So we got our new patch notes for today, and that was a really weird stream launch actually, but anyway. Patch notes, March 22nd, in Korea, of course. It's 5 a.m. in the morning there? Yeah, roughly. So anyway, new mythic morph is here. 2 new epics, 3 new uniques, and a brand new stat added, which I have no idea what it means yet. I can't wait to see if they actually included it in here, but I highly doubt it. So the new mythic gets 2 passives, which we don't know what it does really. And the active spell duration that lasts 3 seconds and pretty much gives them walkthrough hacks and 10% boost in your base speed. Not a multiplicative, unfortunately. And a bunch of new codexes, let's see. So yeah, they're just straight up giving you some more class resistance and accuracy for getting some new mythic. Some more range damage, evasion, physical defense, damage reduction, melee damage. Okay, yeah, it's a whole bunch. Right, this is the epic ones. PvP defense, ignore physical defense, ignore range damage. There's Necromancer, yes. And these should be the new uniques down here. Very interesting. So the redraw is going to be worth 40 to 80,000 for mythics, and special redraw will not be displayed in mythic redraw, which was a new system that they added, but I can't really remember what it was. I don't even think I saw anyone use it yet. So yeah, let's see. Final card. Yeah. So it's the same rules as the epic and the legendary. There's nothing different about it. And they did not show the stats of the new morph, so we don't even know what the attack speed is. It is interesting. So let's see. Event. Dark King's Last of Art event. So the event is continuing. It will still be a 2-hour dungeon where we can get coins in it, and we can trade for some goodies. Oh, great. So these epic bound armor fragment, you need 30 of these to make a chest, actually. You don't even need to get the mats after you've gotten 30 of these. It gives you an armor piece, fully crafted. However, it is bound. So that's always a thing to remember. Crystal of Power, we're allowed to buy 1 per week. Okay. So these are the codex items where... Oh, I think the lowest one is for 2 magic defense, or 1 magic defense and 2% bonus XP. And you need 100 of those. And then I think the biggest one is like 2 physical defense and 5% bonus XP, which is 1,000 of these. There's a whole bunch of other stats in the middle there. Range, damage, physical, magic, you name it. Some more ivory tower talisman fragments. It's always good to have. Gotta get those talismans leveled up. There's a lot of passives in there. Minus growth 3 per day. Alright, so these are the daily ones. Then we can get 20 courage potions. Wait, Dragon Pearl, we can get 3 a day. Alright, so to round things off, I guess they pretty much kept it consistent with the few items that do change. And Norris's Golden Wagon. So they've done this event a few times already, in case this is your first time doing it. Excuse me. This event essentially happens during the world boss fight, and the NPC will show up for 20 minutes, chill in town, and it's going to be in Aiden Square, which if you teleport to Aiden, all you have to do is just walk up to the right diagonally, and you'll run down this stairs thing, whatever, and then it'll be right in front of you. It'll be a massive wagon. And yeah, you can pretty much... So we have a bunch of these daily items we can purchase. At least they got the prices listed, so that's pretty good. So we can get 2 million Adina's worth of honor coins a day. 45k courage. Alright, that's starting to add up pretty quick. One weapon enchant, 2 armor, or sorry, 3 armor and 2 accessories per day. It's great prices. Really good. It's actually really worth catching this. And then they have the special purchasable item days. So let's see. The first one will be on the 25th. So the world boss time for us should be in North America at least. Radon is at 8 p.m. Pacific right now, so that would be 11 p.m. Eastern, and you can do the Central and Mountain yourself. It might be worth catching it. I don't know if maybe if Radon's really bad time, then Spirit should be at 11, and Sandworms at... Well, hold on. Spirit at 11 p.m. Pacific, so that would be 2 a.m. Eastern. And then Sandworm should be at 3 a.m. Pacific and 7 a.m. Eastern. And I think that would... You could probably fit that into your schedule to catch it. Because it is going to be on a Friday for us at night or in the morning, depending on where you're at. Well, in case you want to grab it, we can grab 6 unique armor craft recipe fragments, and then the following night or morning you can go ahead and grab 6 weapon, and then the following Friday we'll be able to grab Ring of Nightmare selection chests and Blood Pledge insignia enchant scrolls, which these are worth 1,000 a pop, so 1,000 honor coins. That is, it's actually pretty good to just be able to buy 5 of them for 2.5 mil. A lot easier making 2.5 mil than making 1,000 honor coins sometimes. Yep, unique recipe. We can only get 2 of those fragments though. That's interesting. And then Warren Aiden World Talisman Fragment Chest, 4 of them. That's our 2 mil right there. That's another 800,000 right there. Yep, get your Adina purses ready. The honor coins are pretty bad actually. It's 100 the lowest, so the lowest we can pull out of this would be where was the honor coins? Down. Oh, it's gonna be 1,000 lowest. Highest being 10k, but that's not gonna happen. Alright, Rift Earring selection, we already know that. Nightmare is the same stuff we've been getting from these events. The Talisman one's pretty bad as well. Yeah, it's not some crazy progress, but it's always, you know, you chip a little bit, get ahead a little bit. And then it feels pretty good when the stat does actually go. So, this was in their preview earlier as well. The Twisted Underground Prison and the Black Memory Fragment dungeons are going to be half cost, so probably want to buy them up. And both of those, as well as Phantasm Island, not the World Dungeon, Elysium, will be double Adina and XP gains. So that's actually... Oh, so the 4 elements of Phantasm also have like a specialty that they're supposed to be farmed for. For instance, if you want to farm experience, you'd go to water. If you want to farm mats, you'd go to wind. If you want to farm blessed enchant scrolls, you'd go to fire. And if you want to farm the unique craft, I forget which one it was that Earth has, I think it's the weapon, you'd go to Earth. So it's always good to keep that in mind. Water typically gets overcrowded because a lot of people like to just flood over there, but I've noticed that Dream Island, once you hit level 70, is like not really worth farming that much anymore, except for maybe the mats. It's not worth it for the experience points. The Adina's pretty decent though, I'll give it that. Prior to that, I would say in the 60s, it's still probably better to farm wind. the extra experience that you gain in water, unless you're playing a range class or an Alpha Mage with, oh, I don't know, Ice Lance equipped as autocast, it gets to the point where you sometimes don't really get to hit anything because it does get overcrowded. Really depends on your server too, though. Alright, so moving on. Secret recipe of the hero who swept the snow-covered moorland event. Okay. Oh, that's a whole lot of stuff to say just to give us temporary stats. Let's see. 1 physical defense. Okay. So, and this lasts less than a month, April 19th, essentially. So yeah, 20 of those failed attempts with these mats. That's 180 armor scrolls or 60 weapon and accessory scrolls just to get 1 physical defense. I mean, it's worth it if you're already farming Tower of Insolence and you're getting a lot of scrolls and you don't have any use for it. Maybe you don't have enough mats. Yeah, I mean, it's a month of having 4 extra. Well, I guess it could be 5 if you want to go for this ridiculous one. But yeah, it'd be 5 physical and magic defense for all of them. But I would probably say just the 1 might be worth it unless you really want to get the extra 3 for the 3 and the 5 ones. But this one's probably worth the most. It's the most return. Don't know if you need it necessarily, but you can decide that on your own. Promotion, finest card, morph. Okay, yeah, so I don't know anything about this. I'd have to go check the stats in game once the servers are back up. However, I think it's a 0.01. You get a legendary with the ones that I've seen in the past. And I think I've only seen one streamer that's gotten it. Shining Warrior. Oh, right. So this is the shoulder. This is the new shoulder that they added. Alright. So this is going to be copying the same item combination craft thing that they had for the shirts. And what it's going to do is basically take the warrior version and your regular version and merge the stats into one. So it's pretty good to have. I mean, you can get 10% bonus experience if you get 3 of the packages from the shop. But we'll don't want to quote myself on that quite yet, but the packages would be 2,000 a piece if they followed the old pricing scheme. I'm not sure if they did. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about the patches afterwards. But yeah, I mean, even at a +4, I don't know if you can actually combine them at 4. I think it has to be 6 or greater. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's always good. Oh, look at that. They added class accuracy for +8 and +9. As well as a lot of ignore physical defense. Magic evasion chance too. Wow. Yeah, this is this is nuts. So yeah, this is the 20 bound boxes that you can just trade for a +6 right off the bat. And what are these? Oh, if you have extra +9 sitting around, you can go ahead and trade it over to, yeah. That's pretty convenient actually, because I know some of the more geared out players do have multiples of these items because they socketed it differently or something. I'm not sure, or maybe they already knew that this was happening because this is already a thing in Lineage 1 in Korea. So, oh, okay, we get to see the +6 and above versions of these combined. So it looks like you get one base stat for your class right off the bat. The 10% bonus XP is calculated in there. Melee damage 2, magic evasion chance, melee accuracy. Of course, range damage and magic accuracy damage is right there. So yeah, looks like it's following the exact same thing the shirts had. And yes, this is the package. So it is 2,000 diamonds, and you do get 7 of these. So if you buy 3 of these, you can get a +6 guaranteed. If you buy 4 of them, you can trade this out for another +6. Plus, you'll have 8 extra chests that you can gamble away if you want to, I guess. And Shining Pauldron, yep. Uh-huh. Yep, this is the extra item that you get from the 2K package. You need 4 of them. That's all that is. Alright. Moving on, Pandora's Certificate Package, Step 1 and 2. The Step 1 is 2K, and it looks pretty standard. They changed the item for, I guess, the remainder of this month, or this cycle, or whatever. Now it's Aurum Stone. We've had this before. Finest Selection, 1. And the Supply Chest, 3, which I'm pretty sure the Supply Chest is Honor Coins, Shards, Mana Stones, or Draconic Mana Stones. The Chance Up Skin and regular card choice. 20 Finest Growth Potions. And Pandora's Certificate and Pandora's Rare Certificate bound. Alright, so what is that? So this is, yeah, these are the items that you'd get from the selection chest. Alright, so a Pandora Certificate. An epic artifact. You need 2 of them, or you need 3 of them for a rune of strength, dex, or knowledge. I guess they're really starting to push these runes. They really want people to have some better ones. I think +5 is max on them, and the stats are pretty stacked. Pandora's Certificate bound. Pandora's Rare Certificate. Okay, so these are permanent codexes. Wait, really? Well. Oh, wow. That is... I think that's the first time I've seen something like this where the codex entry is permanent for a package item. Might be wrong about that, but I've never seen that before. That is absolutely strange, because that just literally makes it so if you don't get this, you'll never have it. That doesn't make sense. How's that a thing? I'm hoping that's a typo, but I'm gonna keep moving on. Ivory Tower, Talisman, Supply Chest. So the finest fragments, you have a chance to go anywhere from 15 to 75 per. That's a lot of fragments, actually, because you can probably buy 10 of these packages because it's a 1500 one. But yeah, that's anywhere from 150 to, what would that be, like 6 times more? Oh yeah, 750. Yeah, that's obviously that's not going to happen, but 150 is good enough for you to try to roll up until probably level 9, I think, or level 8 maybe. So even one of these chests can move you up quite a bit if you get a couple of them to go in consecutive attempts. But of course, I've seen some really weird things happen with those talismans. Pandora's Morph Card Chest 1 and 2. Step 1 and 2. So, what is this? You have 2 of the finest, 5 of the chance up, 10 of the regulars. Okay. And then Pandora's Unique Morph Exchange Certificate. And if you get 8 of these packages, you also get Pandora's Epic Morph Exchange Certificate bound. So, let's see. Step up product consists of different items per step. Purchase next step. Okay, this is all standard. So the unique and epic exchange certificate. So we give them 2 of the morph ones to get 1 of the unique morph cards, or the one that we can get if we buy the package 8 times to get an epic morph. So yeah, 16k for an epic morph. Yikes. And the chance you might actually get a few from this if that's what you're trying to get. But yeah, I mean, and then see what wants to do. And then let's see what this package is. Okay, so this is just like what we just had. It's 5 of the morph cards, spellbook certificate, which you're gonna need 4 of these to craft one at 5% success rate. And you'll need 2 of these special day enchant exchanges, or sorry, 1 of them to craft enchants. And if you get 8 of them, you can craft a special armor enchant, which if you try to use it on a piece of armor and it doesn't go, at least the armor doesn't break. If it does go, cool. So it's like a free chance to try to over enchant an item. I literally saw one of my pledge mates use it on his +9 Seiya's bow, and it didn't change. It didn't go 10. It's a 1% chance it goes from 9 to 10 in this game. Actually, quite shocking. So yeah, so you'll need 4 of those spellbook crafts for that. You can actually use 2 of them to chance 5 runes popping out instead of 1, but if it fails you get 1, and you get a legend fuse point if your when your legend spellbook craft fails. All right, and those are the runes, and this is what the spellbook crafts look like. Yeah, this is all just incredible stuff. This is like every legendary spell in the game right now. I don't think they have any missing. So yeah, legend fuse point. That's interesting. So basically, legend fuse point means you get an extra point added to your epic fuse attempts. Because the epic one adds to your unique. And I wish they had worded it differently because it is very confusing that they're talking about the next step up instead of the step you're thinking you should be going with logically. Legend more fuse points, yep. Legend all fuse points, yep. These are the special scrolls, so yes, you'll need 8 of them to get the special armor enchant scroll. And enchant failure will consume the scroll, leaving the armor intact, which is great. Don't want dust. Pandora's fuse chest. Alright, let's see what this is. We can buy 1 of these, 1 per total server account weekly. And I'm guessing this is going to be the equivalent price of the 4K diamond currency. So whatever you know that price as, this is what this is. Legend fuse point selection, you get 1, get 10 epics. So again, this says legend, but it's counting towards trying to get a legend, right? Like it's not for a mythic. And the epic fuse points is trying to get an epic. It's not, hey, you're going for legendary. So the epic one counts towards your failed attempts of fusing uniques into epic. Legend fuse point selection. Yep. It's kind of a repeat. Wash. Okay. Yep. Epic. All right. So Pandora's stone chest. What is this? Oh, okay, this is just explaining the Orms. Orm gambles. Right. So this is a guaranteed craft list. So I'm guessing all of these have 100% success rating, which is interesting. 132 of them for 1 rune. That's, I think, better ways of doing that. Epic weapon random crafting limit weekly reset. Okay. So this is again Orm's bound It's 10 per server weekly, so 10 lucky people gambling away Orem stones, like 121 of them at a time. And I think it's a 5% success rate. I might be wrong on that though. Can't really check right now. But I think with the chance up, it would be 8. Yeah. Pretty. These are the better tiered weapons, I believe. Yeah, I think they are, because Distrustful is the clause that has the lightning proc. If it doesn't... No, it has to. Because the Arctic Bondo also has the Iceland's proc. Yeah, these are those. Alright. Legend Weapon Random Crafting Limit Weekly Reset. So... 412 Orem Stones. I'm guessing it's another 5% chance it goes. Weapon selection, yeah, that's I think these are considered to be the lowest tiered legendary weapons, so I mean it's still something. But even I think the Pagrio's Greatsword, or the second highest tier stuff right now is being outperformed tremendously by the Last of Art's weapons. And of course the mythics are on their way now too. Chapter 7 has already dropped, and I don't know what else has dropped since then. There's a lot of PvP going on, and that actually... We're almost done reading with these patch notes, because I think a lot of these things are just going to be... just stuff that you could probably have better clarity by checking in-game, if you're actually really curious about the packages. It's not really much patch notes. I think it's just like one big sale. We do have the new event stuff and the wagon, which is great, but I'm not seeing any major, or sorry, even some small changes. Maybe we'll see some at the end. Okay, so what is this actually? Epic Spellbook Random Crafting. Alright, is this another one of those? Yeah. So pretty much all the epic spells for all the classes. Okay. Makes sense. Hmm. Legend Spellbook Random Craft. I am not really seeing much here. This is just more crazy stuff. There's so many different options if you want to take any of these routes. I can do a more comprehensive breakdown of probably true values on a spreadsheet, explain my methodology and stuff if anyone wants me to do it, but it's going to be up to you guys to leave a message, comment, hit me up on Discord, whatever it is. I'm not seeing that much stuff here. So yeah, the Divine Pack, actually, this is a bunch of newer, not the newest morphs, but the newer ones. So they're really trying to push these out. I guess some people are going after the Codex. Finest Bound Gear Chest. Alright, so Finest Bound Gear Chest has a chance to give you following items on a fixed chance. Alright. So that kind of sucks that they don't give you a choice with the shirts, and you could end up just getting one that's not the right class. But I think you could take... No, I don't think they added that for the shirts. They did for the shoulders, that you can switch a +9 shoulder for the warrior one. Maybe they'll add it for the shirt sometime down the line. +9 unique armor selections. This is just... I'm just seeing a lot of codex stuff here, including the +7 rare. It's nice that it's bound. I mean, this is one of the more annoying codexes to get, making +7 armor sets for the physical defense, bound ones. So the green items are about 25 ore per craft, so like steel boots is 25 ore. I think, I mean, compared to armor, the armor is 5 for common. And unique is 25, so it's 5 times higher. So I mean, it gets pretty pricey when you're trying to enchant to +7 using enchant armor scrolls. No blessed ones. So yeah, this is a lot of codex stuff here. But I mean, this is, for me, this is like not realistic at all. Maybe it is for some. Oh wow, +8 actually gives you Caspar sandals, even +8 Orcus boots. Wow, that's I wouldn't be surprised if people actually got lucky with this if they kept the item instead of codexing, because some of these are actually really good. Alright, just typical officer and priest set, officer priest, and this is the green item. So here's your steel set, your shadow set, and your hunter set. So you get to pick one of these. Oh, and you also get a blue alchemy fragment. So these blue alchemy fragments, you need 3 of them. For each insignia you craft to epic from a +8 unique. The insignia, the items that you can equip, like the shield looking ones. Alright, King's Treasure Chest. This has King's Treasure in it. Let's see. Legion's Great Sword, King's Bow, Staff of Ridicule, Crushing Claws. Okay, yeah, this is, if I'm not mistaken, these might be the last of our legendary weapons. Because Pagrios Great Sword's right here, and I'm not seeing Great Sword of Silence, so it's the tier 1 and tier 2, the best. Well, I guess the top 2 tiers of weapons currently available, because I don't think anyone has a mythic yet, but I might be entirely wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure no one has one yet. Very nice, yeah. I don't know what the odds of this would be, but it looks like the odds are probably around here. That's like probably 99% of it. Because a lot of these actually have quite a bit of value. You can sell all of these. There's guaranteed morphs. Epic. Absolutely guaranteed. So this, as far as I know, is a unique weapon, so it's kind of weird to see that there. Unless it's the epic one. I don't think it is. I thought Arctic Hondo was unique, but no. Epic, I mean. I'm not sure. King's Time Stone. Yeah, you'll probably end up getting these as well. Cool thing is they actually added Last of Art, so you can start stocking up on that time too. At the moment, I would say Tower of Insolence is slower experience gain growth than Ivory Tower, and from what I've heard, Last of Art's really good, but you have to be level 75 and it's only open on the weekends. So there's quite a bit of an entry gate right there. It's highly contested. It's 4 different worlds, 12 servers each, so 48 servers going on it, except for one of the clusters. It's only 3 worlds. That's still 36 servers, top players. It's highly competitive there. Mythic Weapon triggers spell Erase immune to harm effect has been adjusted in red color for sake of visibility. Interesting, so someone already has Mythic Weapon? Alright, well, consider me out of the loop. Codex Merchant Sales list has been reviewed. Oh, okay, so we got the Storm Feather and the Flame Residue. The usual Icy, Broken Helm, Frigid Snapbone. Devoured bone, bear's broken helm, bloody ball joint. I don't remember 100%. I think this one's from the Voidal world. I think this one's from the Giran stronghold area. I don't know where Devoured Bone is from, so it's definitely going to be something to check out once I can log in. Probably patch things up while I'm at it. And Codex is Card Merchant. Alright, so they just, I think it was the last patch or the one before. No, it was the last one, most recent one before today. They separated the skin cards from the Monster Hunter cards, and they gave you a bunch of coins if you had completed a bunch of codexes already, and a bunch of cards. Basically, this is its own NPC now, and the only way you can get coins for this NPC is if you complete monster codexes and open up the box rewards that you get, and you save those up. That's the only way you can do it. There's no monsters that drop it, there's no items you can sell for it, there's nothing like that. And it looks like they actually, that's quite a bit, 3K for these, just like a rare. Quite a bit actually. I would say they're not worth it anymore, buying these. Yeah, it looks like that's all the patch notes. Does anyone, like, hit me up? Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you want me to go in more depth for whatever reason. Doing a comprehensive breakdown of these packages is something that I've been thinking about. But, and I'll explain what I mean by this. I would want to go by something that I would consider to be called true value. Where we don't really try to speculate what diminishing returns would be. We're not just looking at it for, okay, so this is the lowest value you can get out of this, and this is the highest value, and the odds are in favor of you getting this value out of it on average. So, that being said, oh, wait. Yeah, that being said, keep your eyes out for the wagon. Don't forget those. Do the 2-hour dungeon. Save up, save up, save up. There's a lot of mats here, and the 2-hour dungeon is actually pretty decent experience. And Adina, do your raid runs as well. Do the bosses. Do your special dungeons or event dungeons. The pirate ship and the Aiden dungeon with the meteor. And your phantasms. There's a lot of PvE stuff this time around. There's also a whole lot of P2W. A whole lot of that. That's it for the patch notes, and maintenance is in progress for another 42 minutes roughly. Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and shut off the stream for now. I'll see how I feel once the servers are back up. They do extend the time pretty often, so let's see what happens.